Welcome back, guys, to another video. Today I'll be going over the parts for an $800 build with an AMD processor and GPU. So if you're an AMD fanboy, sit back and enjoy the video. So while I personally am not a huge fan of AMD, there are a lot of people who are, and this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get into the parts. So to start out with the CPU, I chose an FX 8350 8-core CPU. Now while the CPU is a little bit on the older side, it will run our card and all of our other components just fine. This chip runs on the AM3 Plus socket, features 8 cores, and a base clock of 4.0 GHz. It also has plenty of headroom for overclock. So for a cooler, you're probably going to want to go with liquid cooling because of the FX 8350's overclock potential. For a cooler, a nice cheap option is the Corsair H60. This cooler isn't really made for overclocking, but will allow you to have some wiggle room with the CPU. If you don't plan on overclocking, then something like a Hyper 212 or a T4 will be plenty enough. For a motherboard, I chose an MSI 970 Gaming. This is a full ATX board, so it will fill up an ATX case nicely. It also has Crossfire and SLI support, so if you want to add another RX 480 down the line, this motherboard will allow you to do that. So for memory, I chose 8 gigs of Corsair Vengeance. This comes in 2 8-gig sticks, so you can run your memory in dual channel. This memory is also clocked to 2400 MHz, which is a little more than our motherboard supports. Honestly, I just chose this to round up to $800, but if you want to save a little money and go with 8 gigs of memory, that'll be just fine for gaming. For storage, I choose a Kingston HyperX Fury 120GB SSD for a boot drive and a WD Caviar Blue 1TB 7200 RPM drive for mass storage. Both of these drives will do you just fine for their intended purposes. If you want to get rid of one of the other to save a few bucks, feel free to. For a GPU, I chose an Radeon RX 488GB variant. This card paired with the FX 8350 will crush anything you throw at it in 1080p and some games in 1440p. If you want to sacrifice some performance, 4K is totally doable for most games. This card features 4 DisplayPort ports and a single HDMI port. This card comes in 4 and 8GB variants, and for this build, I chose the 8GB. Unfortunately, this card does not support SLI. I'm just kidding, guys, but PC Part Picker felt they had to say that on the RX 480's page. I don't know why they said that, but yeah, it doesn't support SLI. But in all seriousness, this card does support Crossfire with up to 4 cards, so if you want to add another card later down the line, you should be fine. For a case, I chose a Corsair 200R. This case is pretty basic, but will fit our parts just fine. Unfortunately, there's no side panel to show off your sexy RX 480, and cable management is subpar. But this is a considerably cheap case. If you want something else, as long as it fits the parts, it'll work. For a power supply, I chose an EVGA 600B 80 Plus bronze. This is plenty enough for our build, and will be plenty reliable, hence its 80 Plus bronze rating. Unfortunately, this power supply is not modular, but I don't think that's going to be a problem considering our case. Well, guys, that's the build. Hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to let you know that for the time being, I will be switching to weekly uploads because every other day sucks the life out of me. It's really hard. I don't know if you've ever done it, but yeah, every other day is just, it's really hard to do. So I'm going to be switching to weekly. You guys will be getting better content and things will be easier on me, so it's better for everyone in the long run. So if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And until next time, thanks for watching.